Haters keep running their mouths. Rude boy, Potter ain't it. And I pull up on a baddie, and I take her to the Quidditch. Yeah, and I'm the best in the league. No one wanted
Wagwan Dobby, you good?
scared of the team, and she told me
Type shit, you got the straps.
And I told her I'm the king. I ain't talking about mouthful.
We about to fuck up some Death Eaters.
Rude boy, you know I got that. Rude boy, rude boy, rude boy, you know I got.
The new trailer for HBO's Harry Potter series has dropped, and the showrunners are receiving a lot of backlash for choices they've made. The obvious big one being Snape, played by Paapa Essiedu. This genuinely feels like the general audience is at a boiling point with all the woke nonsense. It's forced into everything we consume, and people who, a few years ago, barely took notice of this stuff are seeing it really clear now. People are not happy, and not just white people like myself.
Snape should not be black. With the release of the recent Harry Potter reboot trailer, oh my god, why are we doing a reboot? It's not even that old.
There's certain characters you just can never race swap, like Superman, Batman, Peter Parker, Spider-Man. They had to make a whole brand new character because you couldn't race swap Peter Parker because he's such a legend. Snape falls into that category. You know, he's too iconic. His look is too iconic. That's why people have such an issue with him specifically over maybe race swapping, I don't know, Dumbledore or Hagrid or something. Because Snape's look is so iconic in terms of the goth look and everything like that. The white people literally say you've race swapped the whitest white man ever.
I'm okay as a black person that doesn't want the world to feel like they need to cater to me out of sympathy.
Damn, that was good.
I'm okay keeping things as they are. I have a big issue with Hollywood being like, we need to include everybody.
Everybody.
Let's do this whole interracial dating thing. Let's do this whole interracial couples. Let's have the black guy with a white.
Let's put two women.
All of that.
Yes.
Let's put two women together. Let's put a black guy with a white lady. Let's put a black guy with a freaking Latin girl. Let's throw this Latin girl with this Asian guy. Whatever it is. I just don't like the force of it.
You know, because this stuff irritates me. Okay, I don't like my people being used as pawns and tokens like that. And they've been doing it. They've been doing it. And they keep doing it.
There's lots of discussion online about who should have played him instead. The most popular one, which in my opinion doesn't work, is Adam Driver. Also, Tom Hiddleston and Ewan Mitchell have been mentioned. But I think everybody's missing the point. None of these people really resemble Snape. Adam Driver and Tom Hiddleston are both too conventional looking, and Ewan Mitchell is way too young. And Paapa Essiedu is basically both. He looks youthful, and he isn't bad looking or even a mean looking guy, and because of that, this casting does not work. When you look at Alan Rickman as Snape, he looks like a miserable bastard, and that's why it works. Paapa Essiedu looks like he's doing a modelling act. The casting is obviously a stupid decision, and most people are calling it out for the obvious progressive nonsense that it is. But the memes have been great.
Listen, it's Big 7 a dungeon. Half-blood prince on the track, yeah? Yeah, man's is back in black. Darker than the dark arts. Uses smellier than a quiet fart. Slithering man them. Stand up! You done know! Gryffindor? Why is she acting like a snake then though? Skia! I don't half-cast spells, bruv. Snape's all black. Your dad's only a hater cause your mum let me crack. It's in HD, in a pen Steve, me blowing out a back. Boom! I must not tell lies. Lily Potter got...
Wand at the ready. 1, 2, 3. Think, Neville, think.
Oi, Longbottom. Want to say the N-word? I'll let you. 10,000 points to Gryffindor if you convince Professor McGonagall to transfigure herself into a big booty blonde.
10,000 points?
Ridiculous! Oh, no, you didn't. You did not just do that.
Wonderful, Neville, wonderful, incredible. Okay, to the back, Neville. Everyone.
Has anyone seen Professor Snape?
Avada Wakanda! Alright, class, time to roll a blunt. First,
Whoa, it's
What?
levitating.
break it down, let it fall on the wrap,
The wrap is rolling itself.
and seal it, a perfect thin blunt.
Lucius, my faithful servant. Wormtail, my most loyal. Severus Snape. My nigga!
Severus. Please.
Avada Kedavra.
HBO have released a behind-the-scenes documentary about the show, and in all honesty, a lot of it looks great. The sets and the props look fantastic. They obviously put a lot of effort into the production side of things. A lot of the casting also looks great. They look like the characters, and this does look like the Wizarding World. So why make this change to Snape? And why the fuck do people keep saying this?
In the initial conversations with Mark and Francesca about the core values of our show, there was this kind of inherent desire to be rooted in naturalism.
To reimagine the Harry Potter canon, to let it breathe, to reimagine
Core values of our show.
Every single movie or TV series that does this fails commercially, and when they don't, the audience reviews for it are majority negative. So when you hear the showrunners and the actors say that they want to faithfully adapt the books, but then say things like the core value of our show and not the core value of the books, or that you are reimagining Harry Potter, does not make people hopeful for a faithful adaptation. Now, Paapa Essiedu came out and said that he's received death threats because of his casting, conveniently just before the trailer drops. And I'm sure he did receive death threats, welcome to the modern age, but he even said that he isn't worried about it at all. But this is still what modern Hollywood studios do. I don't doubt that they've had Paapa Essiedu put these things out there in an attempt to rage bait people into saying real racist things, or even just memeing that gets construed as racism, so they can point the blame at that, blame it on stupid troll comments, and not take any criticism for the choices the producers and the showrunners made. It's so painfully obvious, even SNL are making fun of it. There is overwhelming criticism of the Snape casting, not just because of Snape being black in and of itself, but the things that it implies about the rest of the story. All of this they know, and all of this is on purpose and is calculated. They know that by making Snape a black man, they have a consistent reason to claim the only reason the show is criticised is because Snape is black. They're using racism as both a sword and a shield, and they do it with everything these days. If you did this with any other character, it would not have the same impact. If they had race-swapped Dumbledore, McGonagall, or Hagrid, for example, it wouldn't have the same implications. It's the suspicion, the bullying, and the eventual misunderstood character arc of Snape that will consistently be used to bait out and deflect all actual criticism of the show. People will always talk about the implications of this, whatever they choose to do with the story.
Finally, the potion of youth.
Trapping and selling them potions, made a low plug operating a snap. Stuck in the trap like I'm Voldemort, getting head from Bellatrix in the back. Stuck in the trap like I'm Voldemort, bitch, my little stick doing magic tricks on your back. One down, strapped down, trapping and